it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I take all of my photos and edit them for my Etsy shop, and I do it all from my phone. I just use the native camera app that comes with your phone. I have the iPhone 11 Pro, and first I drag out my background, which is just some wood that I have painted white, and then I have some natural color, and it makes a nice backdrop. Since my front door is not very pretty, it does not take good pictures, so I use this background, and I make sure it's on either an overcast day, which is my favorite, or it's in the shade. And today it is a little bit overcast, so it's the perfect time to take a good photo. First, I take pictures in the portrait mode, which is my favorite, and make sure that yellow light is on. I like to take a picture of the whole wreath, and then I take different angles, so I show all the sides of the wreath and all the detail so people can see the high quality. And I like the portrait mode because it shows really nice detail and kind of blurs the background a little bit. It looks more professional. All the different angles. And then after I've taken all the pictures I want to do, I do a video. The video is great because it gives me something to put on my Instagram page and my Facebook page, and now Etsy has a beta at the time of this recording. It has a beta form of video, so I'm adding videos to my Etsy listings as well. After I'm done with the white, I move it over to the natural wood. Some wreaths look better on the white, some wreaths look better on the natural, and some look great on both, so I like to have the different colors there. And I'm doing the same thing that I did with the white side. I'm getting all the different angles, all the different sides, and everything showing. See the difference between the white and the wood? It makes the wreath look so different, but I'm kind of liking this wood. After I've taken close-ups of the wreath, I like to take some kind of shot that shows the full size of the wreath, because it's kind of hard to tell with the full-size wreath. And I either use a timer on my phone on a tripod, or I will ask my daughter, sometimes my husband, but it's usually my daughter. I'll kind of direct her on where to go and what to do, and sometimes she gets a good photo, sometimes not, but she actually does a pretty good job. She's so sweet. Here I'm just directing her, just get a picture of the wreath. And I thought she did a really good job. That way you can tell the size of the wreath. This one's really small, and I don't want my customers to be disappointed if they see a wreath that's not the size they wanted, even though I add the dimensions in. Now that I have all the pictures on my phone that I want, it's time to go in and edit them. And I just go one by one. I'll show you just a couple examples here. The first thing I do is I find the main picture. Let's see. I like this one. And I'm just going into my regular photo editing just on the phone, right on the phone. No extra apps or anything. And first I hit the crop button and crop it a little bit. Sometimes I don't take them perfectly straight. And these lines in the wood, it's very obvious if you don't make it straight. So I just crop it a little bit. This is going to be my main Etsy photo, like I said. And then there's all these different filters, and none of them are perfect, but what I like to do is pick this very first one that's vivid, and then I tone down the saturation, and I tone down the vibrance just a little, and I cool it down a little bit, take some of the warmth out. And you can see here's the before and after. And the point of doing this is not to change up the colors too much. I want to make it look as real as possible, because sometimes the pictures don't turn out perfectly, so you got to edit them to make them look bright and realistic without changing what the wreath looks like in person. So It's a very bright wreath, and I think this is what it looks like. Pretty good. All right, and then I will do the same process to each one of the pictures that I want to use. And with an Etsy listing, you can have up to 10 pictures. And now in beta, you can also have a video. So 10 pictures and a video, or 9 pictures and a video. No, it's 10 pictures. It's 10 pictures and a video. So I'm going to crop this just a little bit. See how pretty those flowers are? I love this. And if you don't want to do it this way, you can also, if the filter is just too strong like this, another way you can do it, you can just hit auto like that, and that'll do a little bit for you. Or if you want to do it all by yourself, you can do, I like to add brightness to it, a little bit of saturation. I take down the warmth, add a little bit of vibrance, exposure. I like a little bit of the black point. Let's see. And you can just play around with them like this. Sometimes when you're first playing around with it, you don't really know what everything does. So if you just go to the extremes, you see exactly what it does. And then you can adjust it just a tiny bit. And now if you hit the screen, it'll show you the before and then after, and it's so much brighter. And then this will, and then you can also edit the video. And I didn't actually know this until recently. You can edit your video as well. So I'm just going to do it the really quick way by doing that one filter, taking out some saturation, lowering the vibrance, taking out some of the warmth. And then it takes a little bit to save the video. But doing this is so simple. It just takes me a couple minutes. I don't have any settings saved or anything. Like, you can use other apps like Lightroom, and you can save presets, and people have presets for sale and everything like that. But I like to keep it simple. This is all I do. And there's my video. And then I'm going to go to the wood side. Well, they're both wood side, but the natural wood color. And I'm going to straighten it a little bit. And then crop it. And this is already really bright, so I might do a different filter. I'm going to play around with this one. That looks very fake. So take out the saturation, take down some vibrance, cool it off. Tint, no. Original, edited. That still looks a little bit bright, so I'm going to take down the saturation a little bit more. And I think that looks the most realistic. And that is how I edit my photos and my videos, color correcting and all that. And then I'm going to take the picture my daughter took. Let's see, there's this one. And this one. Let's see, I don't know which one I like better. And I'm going to crop it, crop myself out as much as possible. And I might have cropped too much. It's a little bit blurry. Let's try the other one. That first one was a little bit blurry, so I'm going to crop some of it out. No one wants to see my feet. And then do that same process where I take down the saturation, take down the vibrance, cool it off. Maybe add in a little bit more saturation. Also add a little bit of brightness, less brightness. It's not perfect, but it at least is going to show the size of the wreath, which is really important on an Etsy listing. All right. So that is how I take my pictures on my phone and edit them. It's really simple, really easy. And what I normally do is I make a bunch of wreaths and then take all the pictures right there when the lighting is good. And then later on in the night, I can edit them and make them look great. Because sometimes the sun is really bright and it's not a great way to take the pictures, or it's too dark, or things like that. But it was just the right lighting today. Anyway, if you like this video and you are interested in things like this, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how I add my listings onto my Etsy shop and make them from start to finish using these photos, and I'm going to do it all from my phone. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.